Chemistry made simple.
Conversions are going from one thing to another thing.
For example,
let's say you had a glass of water and you had an apple. The glass of water is measured through liters and the apple is measured through grams. However, the problem with looking at these two measurements is that one is being measured in volume and the other one mass. Would you be able to fairly compare these two measurements? Probably not. Like if I were to say this is 12 liters and this apple is 5 grams, you don't really know what that means in liters. You don't really know if one is really bigger or smaller than the other one because it is not being measured using the same unit. However, if I converted my grams to liters or my liters to grams, then I would fairly be able to compare both things and see which one is bigger or smaller. So how do we go about this? How do we do conversions? Well, I have some good news for you. There's a formula that you can follow and certain steps that you can do to help you get to your answer. Your formula is going to be given unit times desired unit divided by given unit. So this formula up here. And I can at least 99% guarantee that you're bound to get it right every single time as long as you're following the steps. And the steps that you need to follow are to separate and organize what you're being asked in the problem and what you're being given. So let's go back to our original example. We have 12 liters of a cup of water and 5 grams of an apple. And I'm going to say that I want to convert my grams to liters. So the question would look like this. You have 5 grams of an apple. Convert this into liters. And you know that every 1,000 grams, there's 1 liter. Now this number right here, our 1,000 grams per liter, is something called a conversion factor. And most of the time when you have a number that looks like this, so a certain number per every unit of something else, that is your conversion factor to help you go from one thing to another. So let's now organize everything that we're being asked and everything that we're being given. So we're going to start with our given. Well, we're given 5 grams of an apple and we're also given that for every 1,000 grams, there's 1 liter. Now what are we being asked? Well, simple. We're being asked liters. Now, before we plug our numbers in, there's one more step we have to do. How can we build a bridge between what we're given and what we're being asked? If you said conversion factor, you're right. We're being given grams and we're being asked liters. And our conversion factor gives us 1,000 grams per every liter. So now we can plug this into our formula. So let's start with our given unit, which is our starting point. It's 5 grams. That's exactly how much we have. So we're going to write 5 grams in the numerator on the left side. That's our given unit. Now notice how on the right hand side in the denominator, we also have something called our given unit. So this unit over here has to match up your unit on the left hand side in the numerator. This is so that they are diagonally across from each other and can divide each other out. So what can we write that matches up our given unit on the numerator and the given unit on the right-hand side denominator? If you said conversion factor, you're right again. Notice how in our denominator, we're going to write 1,000 grams, and in our numerator, which is our desired unit, we want to go to liters, is our 1 liter. So the first thing I'm going to do is cross out my grams because they both diagonally divided each other out. So now I can multiply across my 5 grams times 1, which will just be itself, and then divide that by the denominator, which is 1,000. And our answer is going to be 0.005. But what's our unit of measurement? Liters, because we canceled out our grams. Anyways, that's how you do conversions. Take a screenshot of this formula so you can use it to solve your own problems. And I really hope that you were able to understand all of that, because remember, this is